My name is Kevin. The history of the land, I guess, from what I know of it, is my grandparents bought this farm back in 1936. And they basically bought it because they were from Altoona, but they came down here to hunt. So they bought the ground more for hunting than they did for farming. So the farming kind of went and didn't go, but they had the land to hunt on is basically what it was for. And they cut paper wood off of here. And I have a small furniture shop that I build stuff. I get all my lumber from here. My dad passed away probably, I guess it's been 10 years ago now. I inherited this piece of property. My mom and dad had sit down and made a living trust out years and years and years ago. And since I spent my time here, this is the piece of ground I got. But I knew with the way the trees were that I was fighting a losing battle. So that's when I got a hold of Jonathan and said, we got to do this. And so that's when he introduced me to Seth, and we got the ball rolling.
I'm Seth Clapper. I'm a forester for WBL Hardwoods. We're a division of Bingaman Son Lumber. This project that we did here for Kevin has been one of the most enjoyable that I've gotten to work on. One of the problems that we had to overcome was the fact there was no sunlight hitting the forest floor. There was beautiful mature trees, but they were shading out the forest floor. So what that means is there's no regeneration. There's no future trees growing in the soil because there's too much shade. So by having a timber harvest, we were able to open up the canopy and get more sunlight on the forest floor. That warmed the soil and allowed the seeds that were there to germinate and to grow. The majority of the trees that came off of this project were eastern white pine. There was some mixed oak, red and white oak, and some hickory. But because we were managing for deer, we wanted to let the white oak and the red oak because they provide seed for the deer. The deer eat the acorns. So we took some, but we let more. Planning it was fun. Kevin was great to be around, and he was able to get his ideas out, and we were able to take those ideas and morph them into a project. And his goals and objectives were deer hunting and were for stewardship and management. He was looking at the long term of the forest, and he wanted to do what was right so his grandkids could enjoy this property, and he wanted to have a great spot to hunt.
Once it started harvest, I sat in a lawn chair over in my yard and watched them guys do the work. But they done, I gotta say, they've done everything that I asked. They did a really nice job. And they put the roads in nice for me. I mean, I kept all my original roads that I had made throughout the years through here. And it's I hear a lot of horror stories, and I feel like I did a good choice because they was there. They kept in touch with me. They asked me what I thought. They left me change some things. We flip-flop back and forth, but they were really good. I'm pretty impressed with Seth.
The thing that I want every landowner I've talked to understand is that I want to help them meet their goals and objectives. That is the point, and help them make the best decision and the most informed decision as possible.